Hey, English 101 is week 3, so let's get started. So as always, our class starts in Blackboard. As I told you before, I suggest each week you start by hitting that calendar link, and your current week is the first thing available. So you'll see in this week, we're continuing with our E1 papers. So I've had a chance to meet with about half of the groups already. So thank you to everyone that was able to show up in conferences and really kind of get started and move forward working together to complete this assignment. For those of you who weren't able to make a conference yet, if you already have one scheduled, great, I will see you then. If you missed a conference or were removed from a group, you should have gotten an email from me giving you an alternative assignment. So if you haven't gotten that email, you missed it, you lost it, or whatever the case may be, you'll want to go ahead and email me and let me know so I can make sure that you get that information. After the group conference, all groups are solidified. So you just want to make sure that you're keeping abreast of that. With that said, continue working in your docs, continue talking to each other, and I'm really excited about what you're doing. This week, I have posted in our weekly materials section an example paper from a previous group, so you can kind of get an idea of kind of what the goal is with the assignment. Also, there's a reading for you to do, writing in college and beyond. And our E2, our second assignment, has popped up. So you'll want to look at all of those things. And I'm going to briefly show you kind of where to get those. All right. So back in Blackboard, and I am going to start with our discussion board. You'll see discussion board number 3 is up. Here we'll be practicing again the idea of how we locate, identify, and so therefore we can use ethos, pathos, and logos. So you'll have 3 videos to watch here and then to work with in your conversations with your classmates. As always, the link to our weekly materials is there. And you'll see that the very first link is the link to the example paper. So you can open that up and look at it. There's a link to the reading for this week, as well as an additional link to the E2 assignment. So speaking of our next assignment, I'm back in Blackboard and I'm clicking the link that says Essays and Portfolio Assignments, and you'll see that E2 is now available to you. E2 is going to be a position paper assignment. It's a really short assignment. In fact, the word requirement is 500 words for each position paper. So you'll need to click on the link, read it, get a really good idea, and then immediately get started. If you want, you have the option to do this as an individual. If you want to say, I'm done with groups, I got enough going on, or you can choose to sign up to do it with 1 or 2 other people. So there's a link for that as well. Just want to draw your attention to the due dates that the final draft of this assignment is due on the 20th, just like your E1 paper. So we're doing these simultaneously. Just kind of wanted to bring that to your attention. And we'll just end by going back to that calendar. Did we look at everything? Yep. So you know you're going to read the examples. We're going to read the reading, writing in college and beyond. We're going to start thinking about our E2 assignment. We're going to continue working on our E1 assignment. And we're going to do discussion board number 3. Just as a final reminder, you have a discussion board due each week. The initial post, the part that you put in the message box, is due Monday. So today is Tuesday. You just got the discussion board number 3 assignment, which means on Monday, February 6th, you have to have posted in that discussion board. If not, it's 0. You don't have to have completed your replies, but you do have to have done the post. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know via email, and good luck to you.